our right to talk. Because if you can't speak, you can't practice your faith, you can't share your faith, you can't petition your government, you can't criticize your government, and you don't have a free press. That is the most fundamental right we have as free citizens. And when the government infringes on that, like we're seeing with the Online Safety Act, like we're seeing with the Digital Services Act in Europe, and then there's some spillover impact on American citizens, that is a concern. Free expression is the hallmark of Western civilization. The ability to debate, the ability to argue and have debates and have votes and settle disputes that way, because the alternative to that is frightening.
The Online Safety Act, the Digital Services Act in the EU is something very different. We are seeing a rising tide of censorship in the West. We see it in the EU, we're seeing it in the UK. We saw it in the US as well over the last few years, but we've turned a corner in our country.
Many times the biggest purveyor of misinformation, disinformation is the government. I mean, just look at during COVID in our country. I think just about everything the Biden administration told us about COVID turned out to be wrong. They told us that the virus didn't come from a lab. They told us that the vaccinated couldn't get the virus. They told us that the vaccinated couldn't transmit the virus. They told us masks worked. They told us 6 feet social distancing was based on science. They told us that this was the first virus in history where there's no such thing as natural immunity. So when you look at history, typically it's the government who gives all kinds of information that is not accurate. And the idea that you're going to go after political speech, Kevin is right. We don't want harmful material getting to kids, but there's a big difference between that and political speech and criticizing the government, for goodness sakes.
Where platforms are forced to change their policies in a pro-censorship direction that impacts citizens all around the world. And so at the end of the day, I think it's important that our allies, who we have so many shared values with, stand with us as we fight against forces that exist elsewhere in the world.